Now, here's your first alert weather forecast with meteorologist Henry Groff.
Well, we are going to be looking at more heavy rain coming back to the Mid-Ohio Valley this afternoon. So we do have a first alert weather day, not only for today, but also including this upcoming weekend. Now, just because Thursday and Friday aren't included doesn't mean we don't rule out that chance for localized flooding. We're just mainly focusing on areas where we have that elevated risk for excessive rainfall from the Weather Prediction Center, including all of the Mid-Ohio Valley today. But the threat does lower a bit for your Thursday and again into your Friday. But then moving into Saturday and Sunday, yes, that threat is coming back, and we also could be looking at more heavy rain still sticking around for our afternoons and evenings when we start to enter the next upcoming week. And really looking at the next 7 days, not ending anytime soon. We're still looking at chances of showers and thunderstorms still sticking around for us, so that threat of localized flooding is going to stick around for a while. Right now, your morning commute is nice and quiet, but off to our west, we do have those showers and thunderstorms starting to move into Cincinnati. We'll keep an eye on that, but overall, your morning commute is going to stay nice and quiet, so no problems there. And even for the lunchtime hour, we should be able to remain dry here. But then we get into the afternoon, you'll see those scattered showers and thunderstorms moving through. Also want to make sure you're keeping an eye on the sky for your evening commute, because we could still see storms moving through at that time, and with those chances of heavy downpours, that does mean we could be looking at high waters on some roadways. And if you do run into that, make sure you turn around and find an alternate route. But we do quiet down into tonight, and that's kind of the pattern we're really setting up here throughout the rest of the week, where your morning commute is quiet, but then those thunderstorms develop in the afternoon and then moving out as we draw closer to midnight. And again, same case for your Friday as we look at those really widely scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing through. So your day planner ahead, increasing cloud cover as you get into your afternoon. We'll be looking at that chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms again, moving into your evening commute, and then they should be coming to an end before midnight tonight, dropping down into those lower 70s. And for tomorrow, temperatures up into the upper 80s, still feeling hot and humid. We'll see heat index values hovering in those low 90s this afternoon and again for your Thursday. And that 7-day forecast still covered with those rain and thunderstorm icons. We are stuck with that as we get into next week, and we may even see that continue to extend into the second half of next week. Now, time to head over to